guys, so it's time for a project this month. It's something I'm going to call Top 20 Tuesdays, where every Tuesday for the next month I'm just going to talk about 5 shows that I really like, because we're going to be talking about my top 20 anime over the next month, which is going to be a fun project, I imagine. I will preface this with this will probably change at some point, but fuck it, it's content. And this list is also going to exclude OVAs and movies just to save it from being really cluttered up with a lot of Ghibli films and Wolf Children. So, without further ado, I present to you my top 20 anime. So number 20 is The World God Only Knows. So the story is that of Kame Katsuragi. He's known for being the god of conquest. The name is given to him because no matter the game, no matter the girl, he can conquer any character in any dating sim. One day he receives a challenge, and being the champion that he is, he accepts, and before him a real-life girl appears. As it turns out, she's a demon, and she has been sent to help him on his new quest of conquering real women, of which he has no interest in. The way that it works is he woos them until they fall in love with him, and then he fills the gaps in their heart where loose souls reside. Oh my life, this show is amazing. I don't really believe that there are a lot of people out there who haven't seen this show already, but I think it's worth a mention that this is a really good show, and it's definitely worthy of being number 20 on my list. Its filler episodes are probably some of my favourite filler episodes ever, and I know people are going to tell me it's not filler, it's in the manga. Still, it doesn't contribute to the plot in any way, so... But the reason that I find the filler episodes just so good is because it really gives you a sense of how passionate Kame is about gaming and about 2D girls and about dating sims, and it's very well done. The romance in the show is done really well too. It's done in this interesting way where Kame is quite calculating and always considers his options with each girl and decides which path he should take, and it's just really good. I honestly think if you are a person who is into shows about otaku, you should check this one out because it's really good. Number 19? Eden of the East. If you saw my top 10 video a while ago, you'll think this has slipped down quite a bit. Yeah, it has. And this is purely because I haven't seen it in a long time and I've watched a lot of really good other stuff in the meantime. But even though I haven't seen it in a while, it does really stick out as being an interesting show. So, I'm sure we've all had that question. What would I do if I woke up and had no memories but a mobile phone with $80 million on it, with the goal of making the world better? I'm sure we've all had that question, and Eden of the East serves to answer it from certain characters' perspectives, sort of. You just know a show is going to be really interesting when, in the first episode, there is a character in front of the White House completely naked. Hypno penis. Man, that's an old joke. Gotta be honest, I'm not that into mystery shows. I'm not into the mystery genre all that much, but this show is so interesting and definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it already. Number 18 is Katanagatari, or Katanagatari, because people will get mad at my accent. Katanagatari is a 12-episode show that has 50-minute long episodes that aired over the year of 2010. So we got 1 episode a month for that year, and it was great. It follows the life of Shichika, a man who lives by himself on an island with his sister, and has done for most of his life thus far, until a woman called Togame appears on the island and requests his aid in her adventure to find the 12 swords created by the legendary blacksmith. It's been a really long time since I've seen this show now, and it makes me sad that I just don't have the time to watch it again, but I do remember really loving it, and I remember so clearly some of the things that happened, and I still get really excited about it when I think about it. Oh, the last episode's just so good! I know this seems like a massive time sink to some people because sitting down for 50 minutes is just not for everyone, and you have to do it to get through an episode. And I understand that, but it is well worth a watch. At least watch a couple of episodes and you might enjoy it, especially if you like adventure shows like I do. Number 18 is Utena Prince-sama Magilove Senpisen, although I will combine season 2 with this as well. The story of Utena Prince-sama takes place in Sawatome Academy, where budding idols and budding songwriters get together and make songs and music, and it's really good. I didn't expect a lot from this show, apart from, you know, seeing some crazily pretty guys dance around really awkwardly, and it was exactly that. There is not much to this show, and I really can't recommend it to anyone who might want to watch it. I would suggest if you look at the synopsis and you're like, yeah, that sounds really good, give it a watch. It's not a classic, it's not going to be something people remember 20 years from now, it's just my total guilty pleasure show that I don't feel guilty about at all, because I love it, and I really like their merchandising. Revolution, ikimasho. And the last one in this video is number 16, which is Fruits Basket. This is a total classic in my mind. I don't know if it actually is, but Fruits Basket is a fantastic gateway shoujo anime. So the story follows that of Toru Honda, who doesn't want to be a burden to her family, so she decides to go and live in a tent in the mountains. Unfortunately, it turns out she was actually camping on the land of the Soma family. So in exchange for her cleaning their house, she's allowed to stay with them. And it just so happens that the house also has the most popular guy in school who has his own crazy fan club, and it's just wonderful. I don't know if I look at this with a lot of fondness because it was one of the first anime that I watched, and you know, all that, oh, they're living together now trope thing wasn't in my head, but this show is just such a good show. I can't even describe it. There are twists to it. There's obviously more to the story than that. Though this, I will say, is a show that either desperately needs a season 2 or a reboot, because the manga is just the best thing. It's so good, and it just ends so perfectly. And can someone just please make this anime a thing? Just do the whole manga. It'd be great. Oh, that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? So that's actually everything that I want to talk about in this video in terms of anime, but there is something that I want to add on at the end here. I'm not going to mention this a bunch of times, but I now have a Patreon page. For those of you who don't know what Patreon is, it's where you pledge. It's like Kickstarter, but for YouTubers, and it's a consistent thing. I explain on the page why I sort of need a little bit of funding and help with, you know, costs and stuff. I explain it on the page. I don't make any money from YouTube, but I really want these projects that I have ideas for to sort of happen. So if you go to the Patreon page, you don't have to, you know, don't have to pledge anything if you don't want to. All of my content is still free. I'm not doing any exclusive content if you can't afford it or anything like that. Everything is still free and accessible to everyone. That's the thing that I want to make really clear. So if you want to go to the Patreon page, there are rewards, there are goals, there are things like that. We already reached one of our goals, so I will be doing a live stream at the end of the month probably. Alright, so thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.